Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will co-chair the 6th India-France Annual Defence Dialogue with his French counterpart in Bengaluru tomorrow. The two sides will renew their defence cooperation agreement for another 10 years and sign an MOU for a joint venture to manufacture Hammer missiles with India's Bharat Electronics. Prime Minister Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron will virtually inaugurate the H-125 light utility helicopter final assembly line at Tartu Airbus facility that will produce up to 50 helicopters annually, with potential for exports. India has approved $8.7 billion in arms package from Israel that includes 1,000 units of Spice-1000, Rampage air-to-surface missiles, Air-Lora air-launched ballistic missiles, icebreaker missile system, additional drones, radars and surveillance gear. A senior Indian Air Force official has confirmed that the project Sudarshan Chakra will integrate advanced anti-stealth technologies to counter fifth-generation aircraft threats like J-35 and J-20. Key subsystems are already undergoing field trials in Rajasthan and the Northeast, and initial operational capability of the anti-stealth grid is targeted by 2029. Greece is evaluating the Akash NG air defense system to modernize its air defense network and replace its aging Soviet-origin platforms. Greek officials have reviewed the Akash NG, with focus on its technical profile and cost-effectiveness, as American and Israeli systems come with higher life cycle costs. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has said that development of sixth-generation technologies must begin at the earliest, as the nature of warfare and aviation is undergoing a major transformation. He highlighted that research in advanced propulsion, intelligent systems and next-generation materials is now a strategic necessity rather than a future option. He indicated that early investment in research and development will be critical to maintaining long-term strategic and technological competitiveness. These remarks signal that India may be positioning itself to potentially join France's sixth-generation Future Combat Air System program. French media has reported that France is seriously studying the Pinaka multiple rocket launcher system, but the French army is seeking at least 150 kilometers deep strike capability. French analysts have said that Pinaka's interest lies less in its current performance than in its political value, as a pledge given to India in a negotiation, in which India is demanding a direct industrial return on its major contracts. French media has reported that India will not have access to the source code of the Rafale's main electronic and electronic warfare systems, and this restriction limits India's ability to integrate certain sensors or weapons on its own, without the support of France and French manufacturers. France is open to interface-level access for meaningful integration, but continues to firmly protect its core combat software and intellectual property. The negotiated plan provides for the rapid delivery of 18 Rafales produced in France, followed by the assembly of 96 aircraft in India, in cooperation between Dassault Aviation and its local partner Tata. The indigenization rate would start at 30% for the first locally assembled jets, that will exceed 60% at the end of the contract. According to a media report, any potential deal between India and Russia for the purchase of the Su-57E fifth-generation fighter jet is likely to remain on hold until the Russia-Ukraine war comes to an end, as New Delhi is keen to avoid the risk of sanctions from the United States and Europe. While discussions with Russia are continuing at the technical stage, India is not in a hurry to sign any binding agreement under the current geopolitical environment. The possibility of Western sanctions remains a major concern, especially after the experience of CAATSA-related pressure over earlier defense procurements. Today's top 3 comments.